Hello everyone and welcome back to JCfinger. I've built a couple of campus college condos. The request came in from Nasya Malinda asking for a college dorm, but I didn't want to have to build a block of flats, that were just squares with a lot of windows and, the same style of rooms and a big kitchen downstairs. So I thought I'd go for some college condos. The inspiration came from my own college day where there were actually condos on the campus grounds and you would walk past them to your lecture or something of the sort. And those condos are all the same, but you could see I've got them stepped in a particular way. So the first block is behind, the second one is protruding forward. They're the same style of a build. The entrances are on the opposite sides of each other. This one we're looking at right now is for the girls, and the other one is for the boys. So because this build is set back by one grid, you could see their backyard is losing a bit of space. And because the boys' condo is protruding forward, they get a little bit of space at the back. So I just wanted to break it up a bit and not have it line up so perfectly. And that's how the college dorms on the campus where I studied were dotted around all over the campus. And I remember walking to class every now and again and thinking what it would be like to live with a bunch of students in these properties. I thought it was fantastic, but of course it was for more international students because they didn't have a home residence in the country. I had my own little apartment. But yeah, this is where my inspiration came from. This is the entrance to the girls' dorm. So we're going to go in through that door. There's a plant outside, or a couple of them, a doormat. And I've used these pieces of furniture from the Holiday High-Rise event. I love this door. Now, I wish you could tap on a door and it opens up and you can tap on it and it shuts. That would be a nice feature in the game. But when you walk in, you can see they've got a nice little cozy space. A couple of the Family Furnishings live event cushioned chairs. Well, cushy chairs is what I mean to say. And then they've got the floral mural wallpaper in the space on certain parts of the wall. And there's a quiet room in the corner here with that hanging chair. And it's just amazing that just in time we've completed the Cafe Grande live event where you get these tables. And so of course you just tap on them, and it's so useful for the students, isn't it? You just tap on them and get to work. And it's like a quiet room. So in my mind I was thinking that you could just shut these doors and then you would be locked out from all the noise and you're able to get some work done if you wanted to. So I thought it was a nice feature to add to this beautiful condo for my teens. I thought I'd get creative with the dining area for this condo. Instead of creating a formal dining room, which doesn't really exist in the condos I'm aware of, I thought these passes worked out brilliantly for a place to dine, and it saved me a lot of space and gave the area a beautiful style for a plan. And the kitchen is fully fitted, and you can place a microwave in place of the coffee machine if you want to, or even on the countertops facing the princess and another teen who sat here having a little chat. So yeah, it worked out. And I thought that these hanging pots made up for the lack of cabinets up top, so they have a place to hang the pots and pans when they cooked. And yeah, that's the kitchen space with a fridge right round the back there and the double doors leading out to the back part of the house where there are a couple of seats to sit down on and of course bring out your laptop. In here you have a utility sort of room, and that could have been a dining space. But for those passes, I got to make this into a utility room. It's got the washing machine, the dryer, the ironing board, a hoover and so on. And if you follow through from there, you have a restroom at the back. So there is quick access to this facility here, as well as a bathroom upstairs, and we're going to see that in a second. If you wanted a dishwasher, you could replace one of the counters in front of the passes for that. And this double door leads out to where they can sit down and have a bit of study or outside hanging out time. Okay, we're going to go upstairs, and that takes us to the dorm rooms, which I can't wait to show you, but let's get Pamela up here. And the reason these teens are here is that they've been given a week to come to this premises and see what it's going to be like in college when they graduate. So, first door on the side leads to the bathroom for the girls. They get a shower, a sink, and a toilet unit. And remember, they have a sink and toilet unit downstairs. Further down the hall, past this payphone on the wall, you have a little alcove that leads to a couple of doors. The first door leads into the house captain's space, so she gets a room to herself. And when Pamela came into this dorm, she fought for this room to stay here for the week. And so the girls didn't want to have an argument with her and they left her to make use of the space. But this would belong to the house captain when they come into this school campus dorm. And there is full access to this bed. That person who would have the space is quite lucky, aren't they? And I just love the way it's set out and self-contained with their own closet spaces and everything and a study area. And then when you come out of that door, there is another door in that alcove that leads to the main dorm space, and there are 4 beds in here. That's a couple of bunk beds, right? And there are 4 wardrobes for each bedside in a way. So the first couple of wardrobes here would be for the beds down below. And you can see that I've gone for this option of bunk beds, and I love the interactions that go with them. They can hang out all night and chat. I think it's great. They have a great view of the outdoors and the little van out front, and it's just above that quiet room, but it's sealed off, as I said before, so there's no sound coming through to that space. And then these couple of wardrobes on the back here belong to the bunk beds up top. And then they've got an area to get pretty. And that completes the tour for the top part of the girls' dorm. And I think it's quite lovely. This is a lovely condo for them. And they're all going to have to write reports on their stay and their time in the college condo. Staying here for the week gives them an idea of what to expect when living on campus in these condos. And it gives them a clear direction on whether they would want to live here or at home. The boys have the exact same layout as I said, but the property is moved forward just a bit, and they've got different furniture to some extent. They've got the same entrance, they've got the family furnishings live event couches. They look so comfy. Just think about falling into that and just bouncing off. It's really nice. And they've got their own quiet room as well. They've got a blue chair, you can see the wheels out front. A different color of a hanging chair, that's Simon. This is where they can just bring out a laptop as well, as I say. And instead of a standing lamp and a flower, they've got this stereo. So they like to listen to music in the space, and they've got the seated pass too. I was going to go for the black option and then black countertops into the kitchen, but it was too strong. Black didn't work for such a small space. And then they've got the utility room and further through to the restroom at the back here. And that's their study area out back from that kitchen. Okay, so same floor plan, just a variation of furniture, little differences here and there. For instance, you can see that the kitchen has got a blue accent to it, the blue fridge, different artwork and so on. So just those little color variations. Upstairs they've got the same hallway and they've got the same bathroom style up top. And the boy of the house captain, gets his own room too, so same setup as well. And it's not got that table for study because you've seen that in the girls section, so I didn't want to clutter this space. And yeah, he's self-contained, whoever that's going to be. And then further in you've got the bigger room where you've got 4 bunk beds, and that's Dennis who's studying. They've got their own closets as well, all 4 of them, and lots of drawers, lots of drawers for folding away of all their bits and bobs. It's really important to have storage, and I felt that these units displayed that there's a lot of storage in them. And here's Dennis writing up his report of his time on the campus grounds in the condos, and there's Simon listening to music down there. But yeah, this is an overview of both properties. I hope you like the property. I think it's nice, and it was quite fun to have all my teens come in here and hang out as a group. No adults, no preteens, no babies, just them. And I've been playing with them in here all week as a result. But thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon in the next video. Bye!